Now where will we sleep? Moaned Henry. They soon found out. The engines puffed across the island. That night, they each had to sleep somewhere else. James had to stay at the dirty, dusty coaling plant. "I'll never stay shiny here," moaned James. Edward had to stay at the quarry.
"Oh, look, a stinky steamy,"
oiled Diesel. Percy and Henry had to stay at the smelter's yard. "I don't like it here," moaned Henry. "If I break down, they might scrap me by mistake." And poor Gordon had to sleep under a tent. "The indignity," he huffed. Only Toby was warm and snug in his cosy shed. He would have gladly shared his home with the other engines, but it was much too small. Thomas felt bad. There were lots of jobs that hadn't been finished, and it was all his fault. Now he had to stay at Knapford Sheds with Emily. "I only wanted to teach those Diesels to behave," moaned Thomas. "Be quiet and go to sleep," Emily huffed. Emily didn't like sharing her shed. She was used to peace and quiet. "Don't worry," puffed Thomas. "We can fix everything. I'm sure I'll be back in Tidmouth Sheds tomorrow." But that night, a fierce storm swept through the island. It was the strongest wind the engines had ever known. It blustered and blew. The wind howled down the tracks and tore down the trees. It ripped off roofs and flattened fences. It even blew Gordon's tent away. "Bother," puffed Gordon. The other engines were glad to be tucked up for the night, but they were worried. "I hope we're safe in here," Percy shivered. The wind blew all night long. The Soda suspension bridge twisted and shook in the gale. Then there was trouble. The next morning, when Thomas puffed out of the sheds, he saw that the storm had done lots of damage. "Boss, my buffers," he cried. "Look what the wind has done." Thomas puffed across the island. He could see the storm damage all around him. The airport building site was a complete mess. But when Thomas saw that the Sodor suspension bridge had collapsed, he felt worse than ever. That morning, the Fat Controller came to see the engine. He was very upset. "The storm has done a great deal of damage," he said sadly. "We must try to mend things or we won't have any holidaymakers." "Yes, sir," puffed the engines. "Everyone will have to work extra hard," the Fat Controller added. "Otherwise, we won't be able to open the airport." "Will Tidmouth Sheds be mended too?" peeped Percy. "Only after you have finished all the other jobs," the Fat Controller said firmly.